Hi, hello. कैसे हो ఎలా ఉన్నారు ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? So this is Banu again. After my recovery video yesterday, I received a few questions and I filtered a couple of them and I'm trying to answer those. Probably it can be of help for all those people who are recovering COVID or tackling COVID. So like people asked about how did I manage the food? What about the diet during this entire process? How did I manage the side effects of the medicines? How did I do the bowel management or the entire process of flushing out of the toxins inside the body? And then, of course, the hygiene, the self hygiene, and also the family hygiene who is supporting you at this time, and what kind of mindset you should have. So to start off with the food, I would like to share a few best practices. So as you all know, COVID, if you have COVID or you have high temperature, when you have high temperature, the fluids in the bodies will get evaporated. That's called as dehydration. So what you need to do most importantly is to hydrate yourself with loads and loads of liquid intake. So water is your life savior, especially hot water is your life savior. Whenever you pick up a glass or a bottle, make sure you have 400 ml of water at one stretch. And of course, your tongue tastes bitter and the water doesn't taste well. So what I used to do is to have packets and packets of ORS drinks. That's an electrolyte drink which is easily available in the market. So, and if you're a diabetic patient, you will get a sugar-free one also. So sooner I got the symptoms, I got about 30 to 40 packets of ORS drinks, and I used to have it thrice or four times a day. So that used to help me keep regenerated. I was able to engage into some activities. So make sure your mouth doesn't dry. And early in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I used to have a ginger tea just to make sure the mucus in the throat becomes thin, and so that I can get it out. That's one thing. So yeah, that's pretty much about the liquids. And coming to the solid diet, make sure you have healthy food, hygienic food. You preferably have boiled food items or steamed food items which can be easily digestible. I would recommend you to avoid meat for some time because that takes time to digest. And once you have the medicine intake, your liver will not support your digestive system a lot. So make sure you eat anything which is easily digestible. I used to have idli or dosa or pongal or upma, like almost in a watery way, so that it can get easily digested. Somewhere around 11 o'clock, I used to have a fruit like an apple or like an apple or orange. Citrus foods are extremely important at this time, and just accompany them with some dry fruits like badam, pista, walnut, some raisins. Probably five of each will do. And I used to have a very heavy meal, a couple of rotis, two portions of rice. I used to end the meal with a curd rice, a lot of vegetables inside. So I used to feel a lot of hunger during the afternoon. So I definitely do justice for my stomach in the afternoons. And somewhere in the evening, have a glass of boost or milk if you're not lacto allergic, with some have some milk with turmeric and jaggery. That should fill up your stomach. And at night, again, you need to make sure you need to have some easygoing food. Don't take meat again. Yeah, one more thing is for your protein intake, prefer eggs. I used to have at least 4 or 5 omelets every day. So that keeps your protein intake well. Soya is one of the good source of proteins. So that's pretty much about the food management. You should be able to get your energies back, even though your medicines are actually requiring a lot of energy from you, right? And then coming to the side effects of the medicines, yes, you will be taking high dose medications, like your antiviral, antibiotic medications, your supplements, and so a lot of things happen inside your stomach. First 3-4 days you'll not feel anything, but once your medication starts pumping in, so you will have some metabolic changes. You will have a bloated stomach, you will have a burning stomach. So make sure you have lots and lots of, you can keep your body warm, but you need to try keeping your stomach cold. So what I used to have is a lot of coconut water, at least thrice or twice or thrice a day. I used to have coconut water to keep my stomach cool. And this is the time for you to flush out everything. That's called bowel management. Flushing out of your bowel, or flushing out of your mucus, or even the sweat what you get every day during the fever times, right? So make sure you clean your body twice, take bath twice. Definitely there is no harm in having it with hot water. You can have head bath at least once in 2 days or 3 days, and you will feel little energized. And coming to the bowel management, because of you having chances of getting into constipation or diarrhea because of the medicines, you might need some supplements. What I used to have is a powder called a bowel regulator powder called Softovec. It's available in the medical shops. Have a couple of spoons followed by lukewarm water, and next day morning your stomach will completely flush out. And then for the mucus, as I was telling yesterday, steam is the best way to get out of the mucus. There are two things in mucus. You have two tracks, respiratory tract and the food tract. So you don't have to, if you're not able to, you don't have to get the complete mucus out. Sometimes you can swallow the and that's an unintentional, involuntary action, right? So we swallow the mucus sometimes, and there is no harm in it. So once the mucus enters into your food tract, your gastrointestinal mechanism will fire it off, and next day morning you can just get it out of your body. So nothing wrong in swallowing the mucus instead of just spitting and infecting others. That's about the bowel management. And the third one would be your the fourth one would be your hygiene and your family's hygiene. Yes, it's very, very important. So once you are isolated inside a room, make sure you clean your hands every 1 hour with a sanitizer, or do a soap wash. The idea is you cough a lot, and those droplets will be anywhere inside the room, and you touch them, and you again keep them inside the mouth. So that's where your infection rate increases again. So make sure you wash your hands every 1 hour, and you don't have to wear the mask when you're inside the room, only when you're trying to talk to the people outside, or when you're trying to get the food in or something like that. So make sure you wear the masks to keep your family safe. So yeah, that's about the hygiene. And make sure you have 3 pairs of clothes throughout the entire process. So 1 pair of clothes after the morning bath, 1 pair of clothes after the evening bath, and one pair of clothes to be in the standby. So to keep in the standby, right? So once you take bath, make sure your clothes are kept in boiled water or warm water. Sink them in warm water with 1 cup of antiseptic, Dettol disinfectant or Savlon disinfectant, and make sure these clothes are washed every day, and your clothes should be washed separately. That's very, very important. So that's pretty much there. And coming to the family hygiene, exactly the vice versa. Whatever you try inside the room, so they have to do the same thing outside the room. So they just have to replicate the same process. I never wanted my family to come inside the room, but whenever they want to come inside, they come inside, stay there for just about 30 seconds with all the PPE kit on, double mask up, and etc., etc. and we never had any kind of risk by doing that. So that's one of the practices what you can follow. So allow your family inside only if it is really required. And during the entire process of my recovery, I used to clean the floor with the disinfectant solution. I used to vacuum it and mop the floor. So just keeping your premises clean is very important. And the fourth and the most important would be your mindset. So you'll have so many thoughts as to how we have to tackle the situation, what could be the outcome. So all what you need to concentrate is on the efforts what you put to keep your body well, to take care of your lungs, etc. Results will automatically come. Don't think of the outcome right from the start. Keeping a positive attitude is very important. At the same time, keeping away from the people who have a negative attitude is also very important. So they should not rub their thoughts onto your head. One major rule is to just shut down your social media. Don't have to follow YouTube, or don't have to follow any news on corona. So I would prefer you to do some binge watching on your interesting series of your choice, probably Netflix or Amazon or Lionsgate Play, anything of your choice. I personally did a complete series of MCU in 14 days. Every day I used to watch the movie. So I used to keep myself busy. Probably you can play some games or play a game of chess online. So that will keep yourself engaged. And most importantly, rest well. Your body needs time to heal. So if you're having 12 to 13 hours of time on the bed, that's more than enough. Remaining 12 to 13 hours, you can just engage in some activity. Don't just settle on the bed completely, right? So, and your body needs some activity. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I felt these are few questions which are very important and can help you in managing COVID recovery process. So this is my 18th day. I'm feeling very better. I'm feeling much better. My cough is subsided. So I'm going to go through some blood testing next week. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much there according to me. All right, so stay safe. Again, make sure you wear double masks whenever you go out, and make sure you have 6 feet social distancing as per the government rules. And if there are anything that I need to share, I'll come back to you with another video. All right, and have a good day, guys, and be safe. Bye.